Welcome to the boating adventure.
Well, a very good morning to you. It's Monday the 3rd of April 2023 and I've come back to the Grantham Canal, and I started off at Denton Wharf, which is where I started the walk that I did last week. But instead of going towards Grantham to the east, I'm going westward to the Woolsthorpe Locks that I also visited on that walk. It's not particularly far, I don't think. I think it's about a mile. So a 2-mile paddle today. It is very sunny. I'm not quite sure how much the camera is picking up at the moment. The sun is coming out behind me. The forecast for today is for it to be quite a sunny day. So I'm sure in an hour or so it'll be quite warm. I'm sure you can see on the front facing camera that there is just this surface weed, this duckweed stuff, and then there's the odd branch and twig that's obviously come off the trees at the side in the wind, but apart from that, that is it. I feel a bit like a pioneer this morning. Apparently one of the good things about this duckweed is that it keeps algae at bay, which we really don't want because that's not very healthy. Apart from the Erewash Canal, this canal was one of the cheapest canals to construct. In 1797 it cost the princely sum of £120,000. So per mile it was one of the cheapest. The Erewash was cheaper. This was more expensive because it's a lot longer than the Erewash, and it's got a couple more locks than the Erewash. The reason it was a cheap canal to build was because there wasn't any need for any major constructions such as tunnels and aqueducts and that kind of thing. So it made it quite a viable canal. It may be a big ask to get this canal reconnected to the River Trent, because as the canal got into Nottingham, West Bridgford area, in a few places it was culverted, so the route's no longer there as such. But it would be good if as much of this canal as possible could be put back into water and used for recreational purposes. I'd like to come back here later on in the year. I'm sure it'll be very, very pretty when the leaves are on the trees. It's such a rural location, right on the edge of Nottinghamshire, Leicestershire, Lincolnshire. And to get here this morning we went past the Beaver Castle. So a lot of this land around here is estate land. Beaver Castle, as it's pronounced, is spelt Belvoir, and that's from the French, which means beautiful view. And it belongs to the Manners family, and their history goes back to the Norman conquest. William the Concrete gave this land to his standard bearer. And that's how the history of the Beaver Castle started. So it's now in the ownership of the Duke of Rutland. So we're now coming up to a bit where there doesn't seem to be very much weed at all. There's more of a current on this bit. So the weed's been pushed to the sides. We're just coming up to a road bridge. So we're coming up to quite a green part. It does collect on the bends a bit. Oh, this is like a thick sort of pea green soup. It's a bit thicker than it was. Sorry? No, no. It's only on the surface, really. It's a bit thicker than it was down there, but... It's breaking up a bit in a minute, so... So there's a mile marker there. I think it's 29 miles now to the River Trent. So we should be there by tea time. So I spy with my little eye just another bridge coming up. Looks like a footbridge. And beyond that I can see some lovely swans. Let's hope they're of the friendly nature, because there's quite a lot of them. There's some in flight, amazing. One of the arguments against restoring places like this to their former use is the fact that over the years it's become a haven for wildlife. So reopening it could have quite an environmental impact on the wildlife. So there is an argument that says just leave it leave it in water, don't connect it up. The weed is beginning to break up now. It's getting a lot thinner, and there are some clear patches over on my port side at the moment. How are we doing?
Alright, just see where the swans are.
They've probably gone to form a line of attack. They sent the aircraft over a few minutes ago. That was reconnaissance, I think. They seem to have actually gone away a little bit. I don't think I've seen quite so many swans together like that in one place as a group. That's amazing. I think we're really going to have to burst into some Tchaikovsky. Yeah, there's one getting a bit agitated at the back there. I think the one that's getting agitated is more bothered by Steve walking past at the moment than me coming up behind. I'm just going to go at a very gentle pace. Yeah, there's one warning the others that there's something coming up, so. They've all gone in single file as they're going through the bridge. That's brilliant. There's another group up there, isn't there? Is it the same one? Yeah. Alright. It's an incredible sight, isn't it?
I've never seen so many in one spot.
No, me neither.
I'm not on a canal,
No.
I'm just thinking as well, there's not that much wildlife, is there?
There's been loads.
What, water level?
Yeah, water level.
Yeah, I mean, bird-wise.
There's been there's quite a few moor hens and ducks, swans. I haven't seen any geese today. Not yet. I'm just going at their speed. I'll be interested to see what the swans do when they get to the lock, because I don't suppose any of them have thought to bring a windlass. That's the little trip boat up there, that green narrow boat that I went past when I filmed here last week. And it did say on the side that you could hire it, private hire. So I'm not so sure it's one of these where you can just buy a ticket and somebody steers you down the canal, as to one where you would have to hire the whole thing as a group. But that would be great fun. And it's certainly something I've never done. I've never had to steer a narrowboat. So I think the swans are just gathering now. So they might be about to turn around, I don't know. Well, this is coming up for journey's end for me. I was going to try and get to the lock landing so I can take this top off because it's so warm. But I think I'm going to have to bypass this one. Wanting to turn around and they're a bit wary, I think. Well, that was an amazing experience to have 20 odd swans flying at you. That was brilliant. No.
So we weren't doing anything to
No.
towards.
I could see what they were going to do. They were trying to turn round and they sent a couple of outliers.
Yeah.
And then,
The lock's open.
yeah, it was last week actually. It wasn't closed. Probably just blows open. I was reading a book that was published in 1971 and it was saying that the locks, obviously the gates had gone and these were just left as just waterfalls really. So these have all had to be restored. They were just weirs. I can go in, yeah. This is Woolsthorpe Top Lock. You're not really supposed to go into a lock on a canoe unless you've got special permission, but seeing as though there's no traffic on here and this lock's not been emptied in a very long time, I'm just going to go in anyway. Don't tell anyone. There are some fish. Definitely some fish in here. So there wouldn't have been a lock on here for many years, a lock gate anyway. They were just left. They were left like a weir. So I hope you've enjoyed this paddle down the Grantham Canal from Denton Wharf up to the Woolsthorpe Top Lock. It's been a great day and I think this is well worth having a paddle, and it could take the boat a little bit further when we get to Denton Wharf and go towards Grantham and see how far you can get. So thank you very much for watching, and do take care. I could actually, with a bit of magic, get rid of this green weed. I can put it through the green screen editing suite, get rid of it and replace it with some clear blue water. I've got to give that a go, haven't I?